transfer window has now shut. We have 2 games today. We're taking on Queen's Park in the SPFL Trust Trophy, and then we have the league game after it. Honestly, I'm kind of recording this one in a bit of a hurry, so yeah, bear with me. We're going to try and go through this as quick as humanly possible. This is Quivers Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Elgin Experiment. So welcome in, everybody. Like I said, we're going to go through this as quick as possible, so I do apologise on that. Last time we were here, we had those 2 games to drew 0-0, then we won 3-2, and our format stayed the exact same. We then drew 1-1 at home with Cove Rangers with a last-minute equaliser from Jack Hamilton. We then realised that Stenhouse were one of the worst teams in the league. I think they're predicted to be sent second bottom. So we played a 4-2-4 with wing play, and we hammered them 5-1. O'Donker got 4 goals. Jack Hamilton got 1 as well. Oh my gosh, last time we were here was the 14th. I'm just trying to remember if I've brought anyone since then. We have signed James Allardyce on loan from Ross County. The cup games and then the first 2 league games were creating a lot of chances, but not putting them in the back of the net, so I wanted a finisher. That is what Allardyce is. He's made 4 appearances overall, he's got 1 assist. He's got an XG of 1, which means he hasn't scored as of yet. But it's coming, I think. And we've got that assist in there. He's just a rotational option. We're not paying any wages for him. But yeah, he's there if we need him. And we've just signed George Beaumont on loan. Excuse me, he is going to be our first choice left winger. We have missed out on about 2 or 3 players again that we couldn't sign. Although, to be fair, the last one, he got offered 3 times the wage we'd offered. So I don't have any issue with him taking that. As you can see, he is the best option there. Green, his quality just isn't what we thought it was. And Ali Cute has left to Carrick Rangers on a free. We also got $6,000 from Olagunju, moving on from Glentoran to Crusaders, or the other way about. I can't remember exactly which way. And that is, as I said, we're taking on Queen's Park in the Cup today, and then we are taking on Kelty Hearts in the league. And this is our lineup for today. We are definitely going to be changing shape and style depending on who we're playing for much of the season. Games that we should be losing, we'll probably play this. As you can see, their relationship is awful, which isn't good from a 3 first choice centre mids. If it's a game we should be able to compete in, we'll do the flat 3 base. And if it's a game we should be winning, we'll play the 4-2-4 wing play. Hogarth will be in goals. He is our cup goalkeeper. Freeman, Brown, Breen, Sturge as our back 4. Payton sitting as defensive midfielder with Benholm and Stott in the centre mid with Hamilton. Beaumont making his debut and O'Donker leading the line. The bench is Bislin, McPhee, Mason, Manning, Stevens, Kerr and Kelly. So yeah, we're going to piss off Green's manager, but he's just not good enough. Pooley actually had a couple of assists in the last game. He actually performed quite well. And he performed okay for his pre-season as well. So as much as he's only maybe rated at 2 stars or whatever, I think he could do okay for us in positions. Wilson was a player we tried to sign. He chose Queen's Park over us. You can't blame him. Again, wages being the big factor there. Queen's Park are a championship side. We are League One, so they are the favourites. No doubt about it. The fact they're playing pretty defensive in terms... Not defensive, that's not true. The fact that they are sitting with 3 centre-backs, 2 defensive mids and 2 wing-backs means it's going to be very, very congested in there. Our best chance of maybe getting a goal is maybe going to come from a ball in behind. Depends how pacey their fullbacks are. Not fullbacks, sorry, their defenders in general. And how pacey our forwards are. Glenn Middleton scores under a minute to take the 1-0 lead. Header at the back post. We absolutely should have defended better. But we didn't. And it is where we are now at. I recognise a few of their players, actually. Nielsen, the centre-back, was at Dundee United and Hearts. Wilson, I'm sure he was at Kilmarnock. Middleton, Rangers, Dundee United. Perry, Dundee United. Depending on who that Smith is, it might be the one that was at Hamilton. No, but it was Hearts. Queen's Park before. Hamilton. St Johnstone, Queen's Park. Huh. Don't recognise him. Right. Still plenty of time, though, for us to try and get back in this game. It is a cup competition. I'm not... Obviously, we know the benefits of having a really good run in the cups financially. But realistically, when we're going to come up against teams in divisions above us, chances of us going through are slim to none. Especially now, I generally feel like we have a better squad, or squad more suited now to the league instead of the cups. Where I generally do feel like the last previous, I'd say 3, not 4 seasons, but previous 3 seasons, maybe had a team that's more suited to the cups than they were league football as such. What I mean for that is, like, we have a lot of team, like, we have a squad with a skill set that will definitely help us out not domestically, in the league. Whereas we don't necessarily have a lot of pace where we'd like a bit more pace. Maybe even the technical level isn't where you'd want it to be necessarily, but the teams we've had before have had players who were of a higher level, who were of a better quality, in key positions where they can hurt other teams on like one-off games, but over the course of a season they might seize it and nullify them, if you like. I might be talking absolute nonsense. Who the hell knows? We are doing well on control and possession, but we're just not getting the chances. So we are doing the bit we want to do. We are we're not dictating the play, but we are controlling the possession. The issue has come that we're not creating chances, and the chances we have created, being the one that we've seen, which was a Stott chance, we just haven't took it. The annoying thing is, Queen's Park have had one shot, and it's been on target this game, and they've scored from it. We've had 5 with 1 on target. Beaumont, on his debut, buries it in the top corner and gives us that equaliser that we needed, which is exactly what we want to see. We've done it in the Journeyman many a times. We've definitely done it with Elgin, where we have built a team that might not be as good in terms of quality over the squad, but it's a team that we managed to get best out of. The thing greater than some of its parts, or whatever. That is exactly what we've managed to build, especially in the Journeyman. We did it with near enough every club, including Arsenal, at times with Arsenal. Because that was a squad on decline when we took it over. They just won stuff the season before, but that season was the last season of that squad really been able to work. You've seen that when we took over. They were just falling apart. But here, we've done it last season to get us all the way to the semi-finals of the Scottish Cup. Don't expect we'll manage that again for a good few years, but you never know. Sturge, pardon me, crosses it in. Hamilton comes in off the post. By the way, when we played that last game against Stenhousemuir, we hit the post or the crossbar about 5 or 6 times. It should have been more. Really, it should have been more. Going to bring on Bisland, and it's a like-for-like change. Well, Donker's not having the best of games, but we're going to put Hamilton up top. So we're going to bring Kerr on. He will play as a winger. Hamilton will then lead the line, another target forward, and we'll see how he gets on. I love the fact that O'Donker won Player of the Month for scoring 4 goals in 4 games, ignoring the fact that those 4 goals came in 1 game. Yeah, he's maybe not the number 9 we need leading the line. Hamilton definitely could be. Arguably should be, but I've signed too many strikers and promised them all first team football, so Hamilton has been shunted out wide. Where, to be honest, when we get the ball down the left and having Hamilton tucking in at the back post as another target man, it definitely does help when we're firing crosses out the box. I think we can make 1 more sub if I'm correct. I think it's only 3 in this competition. And I think it's going to have to be for Stott. So we're going to bring on Charlie Stevens for Stott. It's a like-for-like substitution. Excuse me. And hopefully that is the last thing we need to do. Hopefully we can sneak in a second goal, cause a little bit of an upset. That's what you like to see. Killie Hearts are beating Celtic B team. Peterhead are beating St Mirren reserves. Brecon are beating Kilmarnock reserves. Interesting. I don't know if this just goes straight to penalties or not. I generally can't remember. I don't think there's replays. Not sure if it goes to extra time, if it just goes straight to penalties, but I guess we may find out. Although we may get a chance here. Stevens, Beaumont, Hamilton. It's a good touch, has a shot from distance. That is never troubling that goalkeeper. If it did go in, that would have been a big mistake from the goalkeeper. It's straight to penalties. Oh, I've set all the penalties up already, but it just dawned on me that made a couple of signings since I last did this, so I'll need to actually change the thing. Let's go, team. Good luck out there. We're going to need it. Jack Hamilton is stepping up first. And he puts it home. Gives us a good start in this penalty shootout. Connor Smith, the man I did not recognise, going up against Jay Hogarth. Can Hogarth make the save? And he does as well. That is a perfect start to this penalty shootout. Can Ben Payton continue it on? Left foot. And he does. Tucks it away nicely. It's the second penalty I think we've seen him take this season. If not this season, definitely from the end of last season onwards. Can Hogarth make it 2 for 2? He can't. Unlucky. Robson sends him the wrong way. Good penalty. Rico Brown, club captain and centre-back, stepping up to take the penalty. Tucks it away nicely, right in the corner. Goalkeeper was never saving that. Can Hogarth save Middleton's shot? Couldn't save the header, but he does save the penalty. If we score this goal, if Denham buries this penalty, we are through to the next round, knocking out Championship Queen's Park. Denham steps up. And it's in. We are through. We have knocked out Queen's Park. Good for us. I, for one, am delighted that either there was no fans there, or the game's turned off the fans again, in terms of displaying them, which it does to me sometimes, and I'm not overly sure why. Oh no, there is fans. For some reason, they're in the top stand. Cool. But that's a good result. We now have a week to rest up and recover before we take on Celtic Hearts away from home in the league. Praise Beaumont's performance. What a way to have your debut. I'll see you all in a couple of seconds. Welcome everyone, we are back for the second game. We have been drawn against Peterhead in the 4th round of the SPFL Trophy Cup. Oh, they're getting better, their partnership's improving. So as I said, we're going to be changing our shape a lot this season. We're taking on Celtic Hearts, expected to be third bottom in the league. Currently on form, they're mid-table. So we're going with this flat midfield three. The difference it makes is it takes Payton away from here and pushes him up a little bit more. Probably congests the midfield a little bit, but gives us probably more chance at the ball. But other than the shape change, there is no change to starting 11. Mason, McPhee, Bislin, McFarlane, Manning, Stevens, David Kerr, Chris Pooley and James Allardyce make the bench for today's game. I don't care. Hamilton. Jamie Hamilton, obviously. Not the good one. Robbie Much, a goalkeeper we decided not to sign this summer. We went with McGinty instead. We did have him on trial though. Landers, a player I wanted to sign this summer, but he chose Celtic Hearts over us. True story. Not only did we lose out to teams in the division above us, below us, and the same division as us, you know. We did really well. I don't know if it's the club's reputation as well as one of the reasons we're just not getting signings over the line at times. Like the Mabudi one last year was so annoying. He accepted the same wage from a team in the division below instead of us who were going for a league title. So I don't know if it's the reputation of the club as well is still pretty damn low. But, you know, we'll build it over time. Probably should have been 1-0 up here. Denham, you did well. Why? What are you claiming for, dickhead? You did well with the interception. You then complained and then had to put in a slide tack on the box. You did well, but, like, don't do that. That would be nice. Right, can we stop the cross coming in? Starge does well initially. Kind of lucky there, because a ball like that fizzed across the goal. It just takes somebody to put their foot out to it and just direct it goalwards. I think it's, if I remember correctly, because I've already kind of forgot, it's Montrose and Verness who are competing for the league with us, we believe, this season. Stott, he's in the box. Partly grazed the post, but for me, you've got to be doing better from now. Got to be getting it on target at the very least. Freeman plays up the line to Hamilton, plays it inside. It's all about keeping the ball now. We are playing this control possession style, which, if I'm being perfectly honest, when I'm doing when I do my own purse save with the team that I usually do it with, the last 4 or 5 years, it is control possession, either 4-3-3 with the defensive mid or a 4-2-3-1, with overlapping fullbacks. That is kind of my jam. But then I do the same what I've done here, where I play players in their preferred roles in the positions that they play in. Sometimes, I feel like it works okay for me. But yeah, we are 1-0 down. I was just trying to avoid the fact that we're 1-0 down. Annoyingly 1-0 down. And we're also 1-0 down away to Stirling. Right, Breen plays it short to stop. I know I want us to control possession, right? I do, but when you have the chance to play a ball between two players on an unrunning Sturge, play the bloody pass. Stott's holding on to the ball for too long. This is a good bit of play. Freeman, I should have tried to slot it to Hamilton if he could. Cuts it back for Denon, puts it across, goal, Donker! Tucks it away, it's his 6th goal of the season. Only the second league game, if I remember correctly, that he has scored in this season. I believe his other goal came in a cup game. But good finish, and it puts us level, coming up for half time. Can we at least stay level? Well, McGinty makes a save. It goes out for another corner. Looks like we've took quite a good little away sport today. Good headed away. Somebody out to it. Awful ball. Thankfully, we're not going to get punished by quality players at the moment. It's looking kind of even, truth be told. The only thing that we're probably, I'd say, doing better on, which you would expect, is possession. Beaumont with the ball. Costs it in back post, and Hamilton is there. It's his 5th of the season. And Jack Hamilton heads home. Like I said, literally in the last game, it is good when you have Hamilton coming in from the right-hand side when the ball's on the left to be that second target man in the box. It's exactly what McKeever did on the other side for us. McKeever's gone. We've replaced him with Hamilton on the opposite side. And so far, the goals are coming, which we very much and very badly need at times. We're still playing balanced. I'm uneasy playing positive because I don't feel like our squad is good enough, regardless of expectations, to be just going in and playing in a positive mentality every game. Or most games. So just now I'm just going to stick with changing shape. Changing shape and style, I guess. By the way, Andrew Winters, the guy that we did sign in the journeyman, but Andrew Winters should absolutely have scored that there. That was a lucky escape for us. It should be 2-2, and the team should better take that as the kick up the arse. It probably needs to be. Breen hasn't had the best games, so we'll just tell him we're not unhappy with his performance. Everybody else looks pretty happy or motivated. So let's go into the second half. No need to make changes. No need to make changes. I think it'd be harsh to bring on off Breen with a 6.6. We are currently in the lead, although it's a slender lead of 1 goal. But he's not been that awful that I've seen, that we have seen anyway, to warrant taking him off at the moment. Now, obviously, if that match rating starts dropping, he'll absolutely come off. But as things stand, I don't see the need. Front three seem to be doing their job pretty well. I'm just wondering if we could get away with dropping the ball winning midfielder, but I'm not too comfortable doing that just yet. Time is ticking away. Would like to get another goal here. I'd like to get that 2-goal lead. Beaumont. Can he put in a good ball? He can. Hamilton's back post heads it way over the bar. Change I'm going to make, and it is purely for fitness, is Freeman for Bisland. And I'm going to bring on Stevens for Stott. I need to put him in so that's automatic for me. Because I play with the personalised roles, I do it with every team I've ever managed in this game for the past however god many years. And I'm never going to change. I don't think I'm ever going to get a system and play players who have the attributes to play whatever position. I'm going to go in and play them most likely in their favoured role, or if not their favoured, their second favoured role, depending what we need or what I feel we need. But yeah, O'Donker there doubles our lead, makes it 3 on the day. It's the second goal of the game. And it comes from that left side again. Sturge, cross in, Hamilton heads back across goal. O'Donkor heads home, much standing in no man's land. With that, though, we are going to make another change. David Kerr is going to come on for Jack Hamilton. Denham on a booking. We'll bring on Manning, who will play as a deep lying playmaker. We have one more change, and I'm going to keep it for just now, just in case we need to make a change for due an injury or something like that. But yeah, we've definitely stepped up this game. You see with the XG, though, and it's what I said about that missed chance from Winters, there's not a lot in terms of the chances that we've had and the chances they've had. There you go, it's 3-2. The chances were both pretty much equal in terms of the chances we're creating and actually getting shots away from, because also if you create a chance and the striker doesn't get the shot, it's not going to work. But you see that, like, going by XG, they should be winning. We're not maybe being as clear-cut with the chances we should have been. If Hamilton was there, though, I'd have fancied him to have a goal. 4 minutes remaining, we have a corner. Got to hope we can hold out for the win here. I'm also very happy if we do manage to get the win, that we finally break the draw-win form we have in the league. Right, Breen plays it all the way back to McGinty, who is miles out his goals. But it's fine. That is what he's going to do, is the sweepkeeper on support. I'm glad he's not on attack, because that would generally give me a heart attack. I think Manning, O'Donkor. I do think having a playmaker in there will make a bit of a difference. It's something we've definitely lacked all of our seasons when we've not had one, because I've had one at times. But I definitely do think, especially if we're playing a control and possession style, we do need a playmaker in there, I feel. Sturge, ball, back post, cares, header straight in the arms of the goalkeeper. 4 minutes added on time. We are trying to hold on to this lead. Montrose were getting beat, but they've came back to go 2-1 up after 2 goals in 2 minutes on 84 and 86 minutes. Stirling are still winning their game. It was 2-1 the last we seen. And we will check all of that in just a second. Well done again the result, gents, even if we were a bit defensively suspect. And the results that matter to us: Cove Rangers drew 1-1 with Queen of the South, keeps them in that top 4. As you can see, though, we are, again, top of the league, but currently that is on goal difference. We have 1 extra goal that Cove do not. Inverness's poor start of the season continues with another 3 points drop. Montrose, who are sitting 5th currently, 3 points behind us, did manage to pick up a late victory. So it means that we'll be going into the next game against Queen of the South with a bit of confidence. We're 6 unbeaten in the league, which I like. XG, like I said, all in their favour, but shots and possession was going to be in ours, which means the quality of chances did favour them, and we've seen that they should have had another goal, let's be honest. That Winters chance is probably going to be burned into my brain for a while. Let me just do this. Boop. Schedule, yeah, so I'll take on Cove Rangers. No, I won't. I'll take on Queen of the South when I look at the right fixtures. I'll take on Arbroath and I will take on Stirling. We'll then come back then on Friday for Peterhead and Inverness Caledonian Thistle in the league. Will be the second time we played them this season. That is the beginning, if you like, of the second set of games away from home. Can we better our 0-0 draw with a team that should definitely be playing a lot better? But so far, good start to the season. Much better than last year's start to the season, which started with a lot of draws. But yeah, that is what it is. One thing I did want to check, and I actually forgot to do it at the end of last season, is I wanted to see, so there's how the league finished, 64 points. 73, 70, 72. We actually weren't too far away then. We finished third on 61. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so a little bit of quality, and we should have, in theory, would have won that league. That is one of, no, it is the lowest points total to win the league last year. Could be tight again this year. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. Greatly helps the channel out. Helps get the channel out there a bit more. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.